it's Masterath here, and welcome to Week 3 of the 2022 Global Trophy. I'm joined alongside
Sam Elliott 64, and yes, it's time for another preliminary league. I know you guys love these so much. Mostly just for the absolute amount of shit that we talk, to be honest with you. It's time for
last week's was nuts.
It was crazy. It was very close towards the end as well. This week we are back in Africa to do the African Preliminary League. Yeah, let's get straight to it.
I'm so happy that with that intro, I'm pretty certain you believe that the Africa car joke has run its bloody line on that one.
Right. You just brought it back then.
Ah, but you haven't said it yet, so
yeah, I suppose.
That is me taunting the bear, I believe.
No, it's all good.
So, our dud team for this preliminary league, it's a shame because it's one of our personal favourites here on the Global Trophy. It's the Big R, Rwanda.
No, not Rwanda. You can't do this to me. That's
No, that means we get to see the Big R flag 15 times.
Oh, you're right. No, I didn't think of that. Oh, geez, that's the best news I've had all day.
Brilliant news. To be fair, though, Sam, your day's not been brilliant. I wouldn't want to wake up the same time you did for work.
Yeah, I woke up at 10 to 4 this morning.
Yeesh.
Yeah, not great. Not great.
Next up, it is our third country that doesn't exist here in the Sven-Göran Eriksson World Challenge from 2002. It's Comoros.
No, Comoros does not exist. Who's replacing them, representing them this time?
Well, interesting. So we know the rules by now, hopefully, when it comes to teams that don't exist in this game, when it comes to actually them being represented. But if you don't know, watch the first two.
Yep. We've gone into big detail on it before.
Exactly. They'll be represented by a European club, a European team. And they're in that list.
Oh, God. Who is it?
It's not Netherlands, it's Lithuania!
I mean... Wow.
Well, Lithuania are actually former top 8 in Global Trophy finals before.
I once dated a girl who was of Lithuanian descent.
Yeah. Sorry?
I once dated a girl that was from Lithuanian descent.
Mate, Zimbabwe hasn't happened yet, but... Oh, you have? Oh, okay.
Yeah, I have, yeah. Me.
Fair enough.
Yeah, it didn't go well.
There you go. We have one from either side now.
Oh, if they play each other, unbelievable.
We've got one from either side now. There you go. The
balance is restored.
It has been sorted. Next up, it is not Eswatini. They haven't made it. Tanzania.
Tanzania, yeah. They sure are a team.
Yeah. I used to think it was Tanzania, to be fair.
Oh, I thought they were kind of similar to that, but apparently I'm wrong.
Tanzania sounds better than Tanzania, come on.
Yep, sorry for the people of Tanzania out there.
Or none of them.
Well, there's some of them out there. Just not listen to this.
Just not listen to this. Next up is the first of many Guineas. Actually, out of the 3 of them, 2 of them are in the preliminaries. One's actually qualified already. It's Equatorial Guinea.
Yep, the one around the equator, hence the name Equatorial Guinea.
Holy crap, I didn't know that! Next up, it is South Sudan.
Yes, no, in this game is just regular Sudan.
So they will both be represented by Sudan. It's good that one of them is bad and one of them is worse. Next up, the country. Do you pronounce the end bit like Manuel from Faulty Towers?
Mozambique.
Mozambique.
Mozambique?
Yeah.
Or would you pronounce it like Hyacinth Bucket would?
The Mozambique residents, lady of the house speaking.
The Mozambique.
Speaking of pronunciations, please get this one right.
It's Niger.
Or, as Seth in the first Command & Conquer game pronounced it, Niger. Which makes sense since, well, Nigeria.
Yeah.
Just as we mentioned, don't hard G it.
Yeah, that's not
Please
a good look.
don't hard G it or you'll be cancelled.
Yep.
And I'd rather not. I'm a 28-year-old man who hasn't been cancelled as of yet. I'm feeling quite accomplished in life. Next up, Malawi.
Yes, Malawi. I wouldn't say they're a powerhouse nation of Africa, but they could qualify. You never know.
Yep. And next up, it is the country's flag that is compensating for colours, the Central African Republic.
I know one Central African Republic footballer in real life. I don't know them personally, but I know of one that's from that nation. They changed nationality from France to Central African Republic.
Oh,
Can you guess who it is?
No.
It's Jeffrey Kondogbia.
Alright.
Do you know who he is?
Yes, kind of.
He plays for Atletico Madrid.
Well,
He's a
he
good
hasn't
player.
helped his team's standings.
No, well, he's one man.
Just one man.
It's one man.
Try tell him that to George Weah.
Yeah, true.
Next, from a country which is overcompensating for colours to one that, well, at least at this point in the game, wasn't.
Ah, Libya.
It's the Big Green.
You got the Big Green and the Big R. Hopefully later.
Leave that child alone. It's Libya.
Yeah. Good old Libya.
Oh, the Big Green dub is so good. It's so funny. Next up, our second of the Guinea portion, we have Guinea Bissau.
Yep, which means regular Guinea have actually already qualified via FIFA ranking, which is incredible.
Yep, exactly. Guess what the capital city of Guinea Bissau is?
Go on.
It's Bissau.
Oh, you're joking.
Yeah.
Unbelievable, that is.
To be fair, they did better than Mexico at least.
They did, well, and Luxembourg.
And Luxembourg.
Yeah.
Next up, it is not really a footballing nation, but back about 25 years ago, pretty okay rugby nation, Namibia.
Yeah, Namibia, as Chris rightly said, not exactly a footballing powerhouse, hence they have to pre-qualify in the African section.
Yeah, definitely. And next up, a team that has once, I believe, made it to the Global Trophy Finals before, on recording as well, so it's recent-ish. Sierra Leone, remember that time?
I do remember that. I want to say they made the semi-finals, didn't they, of the African section?
I believe so, yeah. I mean, it's not often you see Sierra Leone. Obviously, that's because they're here. But, yeah, good result for them there, but they haven't been able to live up to it since.
You'd have to say they're probably favourites to kind of get out of this preliminary league. If
You
recent,
would say so, yeah.
if recent history is anything to go by.
Yeah. Next up, speaking of teams that need to get out of here, because they're too good for this shit, it's Kenya.
See, that surprised me that Kenya are down. Again, they've got some fairly decent players in real life. You know, Victor Wanyama, for example. He's a good footballer. He's played for Spurs, didn't he?
Yep, definitely. And now that you said that, since this is based off FIFA rankings, you have to name a football player that comes from every single country
Oh, I've
afterwards.
got no idea. Go on.
Mauritania kicks off.
Oh, Jesus. I'm going to have to Google that. I have no idea. I genuinely have no idea.
Never mind, the last one was Madagascar, so there you go.
Even less of an idea.
And no, you can't say the Penguins, because that doesn't count. First off, they're not footballers.
They're not footballers, sadly.
If they were, maybe Madagascar would be higher up the table.
Maybe, maybe not. Rwanda is our
anyway,
dead team.
Our unfortunate dead team of the Big R.
Let's crack on.
But we do get to see that gorgeous flag 15 times, so it's going to be a good video. Right, and we kick off with the Central African Republic versus Equatorial Guinea. God, those names.
Those abbreviations, Jesus.
Afro Rep versus Guinea.
Out
of those 5 words, only one of them is fully spelt.
Jesus.
What a start. Gee, I can get on board with those two when it comes to long names that aren't needed. Big win for Central African Republic there, 2-0.
Yeah, they moved to the top of the leaderboard, obviously, because they won the first game.
Stop the league now!
Stop the count.
Stop the count. Niger's the dud. Rwanda barely missing out.
Yep.
So, Guinea Bissau now versus Big Green.
Yep, Libya, of course. One of the higher ranked teams in this, I think. Or they're a mid-team, aren't they, actually? Take it back.
Yeah, they're a mid-team, but they should finish around 7th, according to the FIFA rankings here. Guinea Bissau 6th out of these. It's a draw that makes sense, actually.
Yeah, it does.
Yep. Malawi versus Pomerania.
That works.
Pomerania. Is that like Comma Chameleon and the Macarena have joined forces?
Just like Comoros and Lithuania have joined forces.
Pretty much, yeah. 7-0 to Comoros there. Big win.
If we stop the count now, Rwanda, our dud team, actually become the dud team of the qualifiers as well.
Double dud. Like double Dutch, but double dud.
Yep.
Next up, Mozambique versus Namibia.
Yep, two teams that are going to want to get off to a good start.
It's a draw between the two. Wouldn't say that'd be brilliant for either, but they'll take it.
They will take it. Next up is Niger and Rwanda. Of course, Niger against, here we go, we're going to see the first appearance of the Big R. Oh,
yes!
Look at that. It's beautiful.
Look at that giant, sexy R.
It's a nice round R, isn't it?
Versus Niger that just looks like rip-off India.
I get what you mean. It does, doesn't it? A little bit.
Rip-off India. But the Big R, on the other hand. Don't say anything about Senegal. No. Stop it.
Oh, dear me.
Does Senegal have a big R in its flag? I don't think so.
Absolutely not.
Big R for Global Trophy Champions 2023. That's what we need. If someone actually hashtags that on Twitter,
I'll be amazed.
I will be amazed. Next up is Sierra Leone versus South Sudan.
You'd probably favour Sierra Leone here, wouldn't you?
They have formally made it to a Global Trophy Finals previously, but it has ended in a draw. A lot of draws at the start here.
I was going to say, out of all the draws so far, there's plenty of them.
Yep. 3 wins, 3 draws so far in these 6 matches. Tanzania Kenya is next.
Yeah, Kenya probably the red hot favourites here, aren't they?
Yep, 5-0 Kenya moves them up into 2nd behind Pomerania.
Yep.
Then there's another Ania, but this one's Mauritania versus Madagascar, the 2 highest ranking teams in the FIFA rankings in this preliminary.
Yep, absolutely.
2-0 win for Mauritania.
Yeah, good start for Mauritania. And next up, well, it's another abbreviation match between Guinea Bissau, or Gin Bissau, and Kafra.
Oh, I love a bit of Gin Bissau, you know.
Yeah, it's my favourite kind of.
Lovely on a winter's evening.
Absolutely.
It's a bit dull, though.
Yeah, it's a 0-0 draw. It's a shame.
That is Guinea Bissau's 2nd 0-0 draw. They are parking the bus completely.
Well, I don't blame them.
It's going to do it, lads.
Well, they've scored 2 and conceded none. It's a good start. Central African Republic, sorry. Not for, but for, I mean, Guinea Bissau haven't scored any, which is a shame.
Yeah, they haven't let in any, though, either. But they are the most boring team in the world. Libya might follow them here if they get a 0-0 draw.
Yeah, I mean, so... No, Libya, sort things out properly.
4-0 for Big Green.
Yep, they moved to the top of the leaderboard for now.
That could all change, though, because next up it's Pomerania versus Mozambique.
Yeah, Lithuania with a good start, a 7-0 win.
Well, the record has been broken by Comoros.
15-0. Wow.
1 week Malaysia had that, and now Lithuania, or Comoros, have just said, bye, I'm having that.
It's incredible. What a great result for Lithuania.
Big win. Malawi now next up against Namibia.
You've got to say probably the favourites here are probably Namibia, but again, could go either way, couldn't it?
Certainly could. Namibia with a 4-0 win. Good start for them altogether, I'd say.
Yeah, 4 points out of a possible 6.
Sierra Leone currently in 9th place versus Niger, who is currently in 6th.
Niger, of course, got off to a winning start, but of course, I think they played the dud team, didn't they? So
yep.
we'll see.
Sorry, Sam. The Big R.
Oh, sorry, I'll take it back. Yeah, my apologies.
Big R. Sierra Leone with a win. 1-0. Moves them up to 5th.
It does indeed.
South Sudan now going to be getting a big 3 points from the Big R.
Well, who doesn't want a big 3 points from the Big R? Everyone wants
I want 3 points from the Big R.
Yeah, exactly. Who doesn't?
B. Ron, the referee, wants 3 points from the Big R.
Well, that's the reason why he's ref, because his name's got an R in it.
Exactly. And technically, when it comes to how names are, that's at the start of his name. So it's a capital R, which makes it a Big R.
Exactly.
Yeah, Rwanda still lost.
They did.
Next up, it is Mauritania versus Tanzania.
Yep. Mauritania, of course, with a win in their first game. Tanzania didn't get that.
They haven't got that one either. Good start for Mauritania here.
Yep, so far one of only 2 teams to have got full 100% points. Kenya can join them in the last fixture of game week 2 if they can beat Madagascar.
Yep, currently lying in 12th place. 4-1 for Kenya.
It pales in comparison to the 15-0 though, doesn't it really?
Just a bit.
Yeah.
Right, it's the Central African Republic versus a team that you can actually fit its entire name on the other side. For the
finally.
first time in this tournament.
Finally for them, yeah.
Yep, it is it's Big Green versus Central African Republic.
Yep.
Big Green with the win, 3-0.
We have a Guinea derby next up as well. The equatorial kind against the Bissau.
Yep, which is better, the one on the equator or the one that named their capital city after part of their country's name? Well, apparently being a narcissist is better.
And 1-0 win for Guinea Bissau moves them up to 5th place. Namibia versus Lithuania, the current runaway, well, not the leaders at the moment, but should they win, they will go top. In fact, if they draw, they'll go top as well.
Definitely just with a high goal difference. 6-0.
Are Lithuania just really good?
They are former, I mentioned this previously, they are former Global Trophy top 8.
Like, Lithuania is going to absolutely dominate the African section as well. What happens if Comoros win?
Then they win. That is the rules when it comes to this. And hell, we may see Comoros in the top 8 of the Global Trophy finals. Especially, God, might be the case.
I mean, they're averaging 9 goals a game.
Yeah, good start for them.
Yeah.
Mozambique, Malawi next up. 2 teams not doing great. Oh God.
Well, Mozambique have conceded 15 in 1 game, so, anything can be better than that.
How about still not winning a game yet?
It's not great, is it? It's not great.
It's not brilliant, but a win for Malawi at least puts them up to 11th.
Yeah, lifts them off the bottom of the table.
Yep. Niger now currently in 10th versus South Sudan. Currently sitting good in 6th.
Yeah, both teams have had their dud team matches, haven't they, as well?
Yep, definitely. Now they face each other. It's a draw between the 2.
It is. And speaking of the dud team, Sierra Leone get 3 points from the Big R.
Yeah, Sierra Leone currently on 4 points. This will put him on 7, so it's going to be a good start. There it is again. Big R.
Beautiful. Honestly, it's art, isn't it, at this point? Jesus.
It is B. Brown. He wants it. He wants 3 points from the Big R.
Who doesn't?
Again, he has an R in his name.
He does.
I wonder if we're going to just have someone who doesn't have an R in their name be a referee, and then nothing changes because Rwanda's the dud.
Exactly. I mean, you never know.
Well, Chris Kamara's brother actually got man of the match there for Sierra Leone. Fair play.
That's good. That's good.
Oscar Kamara, I'm going to say.
Yeah, sounds about right.
Oliver.
Orlando.
Ooh.
Nice, that isn't it? Yeah, it's good.
Exotic.
Yeah. I'll tell you what, I'm full of these, mate.
Orville.
Ooh, nice. Yeah, like a bird.
Old school.
Yeah. Madagascar and Tanzania. 2 teams that have started terribly.
I was gonna go for Oz.
What about Oscar?
But that's Oscar again. Now, never
Yeah.
mind. Draw between the 2. It's not brilliant to beat for either at the moment, right now.
No, the first point on the board for Madagascar, the highest ranked team, of course, by
Not
FIFA
doing very
ranking.
well so far.
Yeah, it's not going entirely to plan, is it?
Is it Solomon Islands all over again?
It could well be.
Mauritania versus Kenya at the moment. Kenya currently in 4th, Mauritania in 5th. So both teams off to an unbeaten start so far.
Yeah, both teams currently on 100%. That will change for one of them at least.
It's changed for Mauritania. Kenya with the 3-1 win.
Yep, and on to game week 4, which sees the start for Central African Republic against currently the very impressive Comoros, represented by Lithuania.
8-0.
Good God. What have we done?
Lithuania could crush Spain at this point.
I mean, they're averaging 9 goals a game still. This is ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous.
Bloody nuts. Yet the Lithuanian team nowadays is so bad that Lithuania can't even pre-qualify for Europe.
Yeah, they can't even pre-qualify.
Yeah. They're lower than that. They're in there with the San Marinos and the Faroe Islands and the Latvias.
It's crazy, isn't it? Absolutely crazy.
Yeah. Malawi versus Equatorial Guinea. Malawi currently in 11th, Equatorial Guinea 15th.
Yeah, they could go below Rwanda briefly here if they lose to Malawi.
Come on, we want the big R in 15th. We get the big R in 15th again!
Briefly it may be, but it has happened, and Guinea Bissau now take on Mozambique.
Guinea Bissau doing better out of the two Guineas, currently in 8th place. Mozambique down in 14th there.
Yeah, not looking good for them, is it?
Big win for Guinea Bissau there, that moves them up to 3rd.
It does, good result that. And Libya, who are currently in 4th place, take on Namibia, who are 10th.
Not bad at the moment for Namibia, but they could do with at least a draw here, I'd say. It's just pretty close up there, so they can start climbing ranks with a win. They do get it! 3-2 up into 6th.
Yeah, great result, and moves them level on points with Libya. Fantastic for Namibia there.
Yep, Niger now, currently in 10th. They take on Tanzania, who are in 13th.
Yeah, Tanzania, of course, got a draw in their last game. Niger, off to an okay start, but their only win so far is from the Dud team. They need to turn that around.
They haven't. It's another draw, which does move Tanzania into the top 12, at least for now.
Yep, Kenya get their 3 points and their 3 goals against the Big R. We're going to see it again, Chris. Are you excited?
We are.
Oh, there
yes!
it is. Look at that. Look at that. It's beautiful.
Is that Arial fonts?
I don't know. I wish it was Comic Sans. That'd be good, wouldn't it?
Times New Roman.
Graphic design is my passion. Comic Sans every time. If you know, you know.
Give him a wing. Give him wingdings on that one.
Oh dear.
That's right. If people want to know how I do the font for my essentially my logo, it's called Ankle Pants.
Mine is called Alien Encounters.
Okay, so you've just gone for a cool sounding one. I've just gone for a shit sounding one. Ankle Pants.
Yeah,
look it up.
Yeah. Sierra Leone take on Mauritania.
Sierra Leone versus Mauritania. Mauritania in 7th right now, the coveted 7th. Sierra Leone in 5th, doing pretty good.
A win for Sierra Leone will take them into 3rd.
Yep, a definite 3rd for them. Yes, 2-1 to Sierra Leone.
Good result, yep. Mauritania not doing too badly, but I think they want to start picking up some wins pretty sharpish, wouldn't they?
Well, South Sudan could knock them into the dud spot here with a win over Madagascar.
Yeah, Madagascar not doing well at all. They're right at the bottom of the table.
Yep, as the top-ranked team, it's not great for Madagascar. It's gotten worse. Sudan up to 4th.
Good start for South Sudan. Unbeaten so far.
Yep, definitely. One of 5 teams who are currently undefeated, and we're over a quarter of the way through.
Yep. Moving on to game week 5, we start with Malawi and the Central African Republic. 2 teams kind of in the mid-table region, you know, Malawi in 9th, just behind that coveted 8th spot, or 7th spot, I suppose you could say. Central African Republic, they've only got, well, they haven't won against the Dud team yet, so they've got a legitimate win on their cards.
Yep, definitely. They've got a second one as well, 2-1 to Central African Republic.
Good result. Now, oh dear, this could be very messy, because Equatorial Guinea currently are the lowest placed team. They've conceded 10, scored 0, and they're taking on the current runaway leaders, Comoros, represented by Lithuania.
Yep, who have 36 goals and no goals conceded. We could see Big R at the end of the 5th fixture in 15th with a big win here.
Oh, there it is! Oh, Lithuania.
Do you know what? I don't think that's going to be beaten this year.
Maybe Madagascar. Maybe Madagascar could beat it, but Lithuania 17-0.
They're averaging over 10 a game.
Do you know what? That's only 2 off the record ever. The outright record. I mean, if that was a home game for Lithuania, they could have beaten it.
Certainly could have, yeah. I'm not sure if there are home and away mechanics in this game. It might be, though.
I'm sure it adds some, like, there might be like a degree of, like, I don't know, maybe like a for the, like, computer matches. I don't know. It's difficult, but yeah, 17-0.
Yeah, big win there for Comoros. Everyone else shitting themselves.
Literally, they're all like, "Ah, fuck, what's happened here? How has this happened?"
He's like, "What's going? Why are Comoros so good now?"
Oh, Comoros absolutely laughing their way through to the qualifiers, it seems. But we'll keep going.
Yep. Guinea Bissau now versus Namibia. Guinea Bissau in 5th, Namibia in 7th. Win for Namibia there. Big win there.
Yeah, moves them up to 4th. Good result.
Yep, next up is Mozambique versus Big Green.
Libya currently in 7th place. Mozambique are outside the top 12. A win here for Libya will put them well in contention.
2-0 for Libya, up into 3rd.
Great result for them. And next up is Niger and Kenya. Kenya with a win goes back into remains 2nd place. They go level on points with Comoros, but Niger, a win for them, and it puts them potentially as high as 6th.
3-0 Kenya. They stay in 2nd, but look at that top 2.
The goal difference for Lithuania is going to go absolutely massive, isn't it?
Yeah. Tanzania are going to get their 3 points now. Much needed. It's their first win on the board against the Big R.
Oh, here it comes, Chris. Here it comes. Oh,
yes!
Look at it.
There it is.
It's beautiful.
It's beautiful. Wig enjoys it.
Yeah, he would do, wouldn't he?
Can't wait for Vinnie Jones to... I don't know what's happened. I haven't seen Vinnie in so long.
It's been a while, hasn't it, since we've seen Big Vinnie?
Yeah, we saw Big Vinnie in the finals, in the Global Trophy finals one year, and we haven't seen him since.
Yeah, it's a shame. Hopefully he's all right.
Stop making movies and come back to referee for us, Vinnie. God damn it.
It's a shame.
Right.
Sierra Leone
versus Madagascar. Sierra Leone currently with 4 points, with 4 in 4th place at the moment. Could move to 3rd with a win or a draw. It's a 4-0 win for Sierra Leone. They're looking to get into the top 8 of Africa again.
Yeah, absolutely. Madagascar, I think they're pretty much in the mud, aren't they?
Yeah, they're not looking very good at all. Mauritania still in with a shout versus South Sudan. And to be honest, everyone's in with a shout. I don't think Equatorial Guinea is though, but
no, I don't think
they might be. It might be. There's only 8 between them and 7th, I guess, for now. Big win for South Sudan, up into 4th.
Yeah, massive result, and that moves them comfortably into the top 8. 4 points clear of 8th place Central African Republic, who take on Mozambique, who are still struggling towards the bottom.
Yep, have only gotten a draw so far. Mozambique get the win! Big falter for Central African Republic.
Oh, they've dropped the ball massively there. And next up it's Namibia and Equatorial Guinea. Namibia up in 6th place at the moment. I mean, we know where Equatorial Guinea is. They're rooted to the bottom, even below the dud team.
And we know where they will remain for right now.
Yeah, that's a good result for Namibia, moving themselves up the table, but not as high as Lithuania. They take on Guinea Bissau, the team in 7th. Lithuania, of course, as we said, averaging 10 goals a game. I wonder if that can continue here.
Ooh, they're not averaging 10 anymore. Nearly 10.
Yeah, just under 10.
Yep.
Still
but with a 6-0 win over Guinea Bissau, oh god, I feel like that this might have been a mistake.
Oh, Lithuania just absolutely... I mean, they're going to get to 100, aren't they? There's no doubt in my mind they're going to get to 100 goals.
I mean, they're gutting everyone right now. Like, literally just disemboweling them in front of our very eyes.
And if they're representing Comoros in the African qualifiers, there's a real chance we could see them go through.
For the first time ever, we could see a team that doesn't exist in this game go through to a global trophy final.
Yep. That's got to be the aim, surely, for Lithuania now.
Surely, yes. Malawi now versus Libya. Libya in 6th. Malawi, outsiders in 10th at the moment.
A win for Libya here can lift them as high as 3rd with a big win.
Big win for Big Green.
6-0. Good result for them. Puts them 3rd place with good goal difference as well.
Yeah, not too shabby at all with a +14 there. Niger now taking on Mauritania.
Yeah, 2 teams in that kind of bubble area from 8th to 12th, I suppose you could say. Niger with 5 points on the board. Mauritania with 6.
2-1 win for Mauritania. It's not looking great for Niger at the moment.
Yep, but it is looking good for Madagascar. They're going to get their first win on the board as they take on the Big R. But they're still going to, Big R still going to be in 15th place, above Equatorial Guinea.
Yep. Yeah, there it is.
There it is. Look at that.
Oh, it's on the left-hand side now. It's so good. Bronze back.
Ron came back for more.
Ron came back for more R. Of course he did.
I mean, wouldn't you?
You are hussy.
Oh, dear.
To be fair, we're all R hussies to the Big R.
We are.
To be honest.
It's true. It's true.
Cult of the Supreme R. That is the theistic religion we have now.
Yeah, I mean, I'd follow it, to be honest with you.
I'd follow it. Damn right, yeah. Next up, it is Tanzania versus Sierra Leone. Sierra Leone looking pretty good right now. Tanzania could do with a win here to essentially make up for certain mistakes that other teams around them have made.
Yep, namely Central African Republic. But a win here for Sierra Leone will put them into 2nd briefly.
It's a draw between the two. That's going to be enough to put Sierra Leone up into 3rd for now. But not brilliant for Tanzania, to be honest, because they've also slipped up.
They have, but it's still another point on the board.
Yeah, definitely. South Sudan now versus Kenya, currently in 2nd place.
Yeah, a win here for Kenya will keep them on the trail, well, vaguely on the trail of Lithuania.
Yep, South Sudan also undefeated at the moment. They're not now. 3-0 win for Kenya.
Yeah, moves Kenya back into 2nd place. Level on points, but vastly inferior goal difference to Lithuania.
Yep, definitely. Central African Republic now take on Namibia.
Yep, for the start of fixture 7.
It's a win for Namibia. They move up to 3rd, at least for now.
And we've got an absolute clash at the bottom here. Look at this. Equatorial Guinea and Mozambique.
Oh, no. No! No, this could be where the Big R goes down to 16th. Yes!
No, it's not.
Not yet. Not yet. We have another fixture of the Big R not bottom.
We're going to be halfway through and they're going to be still not bottom.
Yeah, and they haven't even bothered to show up. It's great.
Guinea Bissau take on Malawi.
Yep, Guinea Bissau currently in 8th. Malawi currently in 12th. 2 points separate the two teams. Well, there's still 2 points separating the two teams. Malawi do move up to 10th for now. But yeah, Guinea-Bissau don't move anywhere. Could be a big chance for Tanzania here. Or for teams like Mauritania, South Sudan, and Libya, and Sierra Leone for that matter, to actually start moving further away from them.
Yeah, absolutely. Next up is Lithuania and Libya. This is going to be a bit of a test now, because I think, Libya are a better team than most in this preliminary league. So if Lithuania batters them as well, then you kind of get an idea of just how good they are.
2-0 to Lithuania.
It wasn't a battering, was it?
No, low, but still they haven't conceded as of yet, but I'm pretty certain they'll get to 100 goal difference.
Well, I mean, they're at 61 at the moment. They're averaging just under 9 per game. So if you times that by 15, you easily get over 100, don't you? So
yeah, definitely. Niger currently... Oh, geez, they've dropped. They're in 13th right now versus Madagascar in 14th.
Yeah, Niger's only win so far against the Dud team. Same with Madagascar, so maybe a chance for one of them to get their first legitimate win on the board.
It is Niger. 3-0 moves them up into 9th place.
Briefly, but, well, actually no, he's going to remain there for now because Mauritania, who are in 7th place, are going to pick up 3 points, courtesy of the Big R. How generous of them.
Generous of the Big R. So... Give
oh,
there it is, yes.
Look at that. Look at that.
There you go, yes, versus 90-degree negative Turkey.
Yeah. If you're colourblind, you can't tell the difference.
Oh, we've got a new guy that wants a bit of the Big R. Oh, Hust.
Oscar, Oliver.
Orlando Hust.
Oh, I like it. Yeah, sounds fancy.
Actually, no, with a surname like that, Orville Hust. Sounds better.
Yeah, absolutely.
You can imagine being just like a 75-year-old referee with like a cane just going, "Can you slow down? I'm trying to get to the ball."
Maybe a fourth official job for him.
Possible. Should have done, yes. Should have done.
Yeah.
Sierra Leone now versus Kenya.
Both teams undefeated so far. That might change here.
It does! Sierra Leone have beaten Kenya.
That's a surprise. I expected that to go the other way.
Yeah, well, Sierra Leone now move up, and Lithuania now have even more daylight. But Sierra Leone looking for that second place.
Yep. And they move into third place. Tanzania and South Sudan, the final fixture of game week number 7.
And it's a draw between the two. Interesting.
Tanzania have 4 draws in 7 games.
4 draws in 7 games.
Crazy, isn't it?
I'll try and do 4 scores in 7 years. Never mind. 4 scores in 7 years. Right. Central African Republic versus Niger. Niger have fought back here. Can they keep the ball rolling?
Central African Republic have dropped down the table a little bit, haven't they? So they need to get a win here.
It is a win for Central African Republic. Up to 8 for now.
Oh, no!
Oh, no!
It's finally happened.
They nearly made it halfway through. Yes!
There is the big R. Look at it. Beautiful.
The big R versus Hungary with a triangle in it.
Yep. Equatorial Guinea are going to get their first and probably only 3 points in this preliminary league, courtesy of Rwanda, the dog team.
I like the way that Equatorial Guinea's flag has nothing to do with the equator on it. Why?
Yeah, you'd have thought they'd have put like a theming on it, wouldn't you?
No, they put a tree on it.
It's weird, isn't it?
Stop taking Lebanon's job.
We haven't seen Lebanon yet, have we? Or did they pre-qualify? I can't remember.
Yeah, they've already pre-qualified for the qualifiers.
Oh, okay.
Lebanon. They were in the Asian preliminaries.
Oh, okay.
Next up, it is Guinea Bissau versus Sierra Leone. Sierra Leone, after beating Kenya, really in with a shout in that top 3 to, well, maybe get second.
Yeah, still undefeated as well, Sierra Leone. Good start from them.
Yeah, Guinea Bissau in 9th. They're still in 9th. Sierra Leone move up into 2nd for the time being.
They do indeed. Next up is Libya and South Sudan. Both teams currently occupying the top... they're in the top 6, actually. Look at that. They're not right next to each other.
Yeah, 5th and 6th, both with decent goal differences, but Libya's is better. But South Sudan get the win and move above them.
They do. Great result there for South Sudan. And poor Tanzania are the next team to be fed to Comoros, represented by Lithuania.
Yep, indeed. Oh, 8-1, but finally they've let in a goal.
Yes, but look at their goals for. Oh,
nice.
Very nice. It's
nice.
It's a dirty noise.
It's a dirty noise, that. Dirty noise, dirty noise. T-shirts coming next spring. Kenya now, 3rd place, looking to get 2nd back. They are taking on Malawi, who are currently 12th, still rank outsiders so far.
Yep. Win here for Kenya will lift them on to 21 points.
It is, but only 1-0 there for Kenya.
Yep. And now a battle of the M's to finish. Well, no, not quite finish game week 8. It's Mauritania and Mozambique.
Yeah, Mauritania currently in 7th. Win here, big win, puts them up to 5th. A draw is not brilliant for the team that's currently 7th.
It does put them 3 points clear of the team in 8th, though, which is currently occupied by Central African Republic.
Yep. Namibia now take on Madagascar.
Yeah, Madagascar, their only win so far coming against the dud team. They did get a draw elsewhere, though.
Ooh, they nearly got another draw there as well, but Namibia keep the wins coming with a 1-0 win, keeps them in 4th.
It does indeed.
Next up, Central African Republic. Big points here for Central African Republic against the Big R. We get to see a difference in flags. One's awesome and one's a mess.
I mean, the fabulous flag of Central African Republic. Look at that. It's got a star in the corner and everything. Look at that. Beautiful.
Big R on the left.
And the Big R, of course. It's even better.
Yeah. Oh, it's an Indie's back.
An indie. Yep.
An Indie. I believe I mentioned at some point, maybe they were just a real big fan of skateboarding.
Maybe they were. We'll never know. We'll never know.
Or they like untelevised wrestling promotions. Who knows? They're called indies. Or a small team of video game programmers. Indie games.
Yep,
Okay,
absolutely.
we've exhausted that well. Next, it is Niger, still in it at the moment, versus, well, very much not in it right now.
No, I mean, if Equatorial Guinea win a match here, maybe there's a slim, very, very tiny outside chance.
I'm just going to press this button and find out. Nope.
Yeah, it's over, isn't it? It's over for Equatorial Guinea.
It's not looking very good for them at all. South Sudan now versus Guinea Bissau. South Sudan in 5th, Guinea Bissau down in 10th.
Yeah, a win for Guinea Bissau does lift them back into contention, but again, it's a bit of an ask, isn't it? So that South Sudan, if they win, they remain 5th, but put a bit of daylight between themselves and the rest of the chasing pack.
It's a win for South Sudan. Guinea Bissau, 9 games, 2 goals scored.
It's not
2.
Great, is it?
They've scored 2 goals.
But they've won 2 games.
Equatorial Guinea have... actually, no, I was about to say Equatorial Guinea have scored more goals, but they fought the dud already.
They have, and well, Guinea Bissau haven't, so that's something, I guess.
Yeah, so they will get 3 points at some point. Libya, currently in 6th place. Sierra Leone in 3rd.
Yep, Sierra Leone running along quite nicely. Still undefeated. Libya have lost 3 games, down in 6th place.
Libya with a 3-0 win. Sierra Leone lose their first match.
They do indeed, and now a crunch match at the top. Lithuania take on Kenya.
Yeah. No ground lost for Sierra Leone, but Kenya 6 adrift of Comoros now.
And look at that goal difference for Comoros at the top as well.
1 above nice.
No, goal difference.
Nice!
Yeah, very nice. Because they conceded
nice.
1 goal. They conceded 1 goal.
Dirty nice right there, dirty nice.
That is a dirty nice.
Right, next up it is Tanzania versus Malawi.
Yeah, a scrap down at the bottom of the table. Tanzania in 12th, Malawi 13th. So, yeah.
Both on 7 points right now. Win for Tanzania gives them an outside chance.
Yeah, they're in the. I mean, it's still going to be a bit of an ask, isn't it? But they're in that kind of, I suppose, clusterfuck zone from Mauritania downwards, really.
I'm certain to say that much, yeah. No, this is the bottom feeder match, I think.
Well, Mozambique with a win here.
Madagascar.
Well, if Mozambique win here, they can go up to 10th, potentially 9th with an enormous win, but I don't think so.
Nope, Madagascar get the win, 2-1, and move above only Malawi.
That's their first legitimate win to Madagascar there, because they've already played the dud.
Yep, definitely. In Equatorial Guinea now, 4 adrift of 14th.
Oh dear.
So we move on to Mauritania versus Namibia to end off fixture number 9.
Yeah, Namibia with a win here can go potentially 2nd.
It's a draw between the two. That's not enough for Mauritania, definitely.
Yeah, but they move up a point above Central African Republic, who now play Sierra Leone to start game week 10. But yeah, you're right, it's not really good enough, is it?
Yeah, Sierra Leone recently losing their first match of the campaign. They have fought back with this one, though, against a very spirited Central African Republic. 3-2.
Good result for them. Equatorial Guinea, way down the order in 15th place, take on South Sudan. A win here for them. Again, a big win could lift them up to potentially 3rd.
Well, it's Equatorial Guinea, so there's a big chance in that.
Yep.
Nope, only 2-0, but I'd say they'll be good with the points there.
Yeah, up into 4th place.
Yep. Niger and Guinea Bissau, big sort of mid-table clash, which a win could put them in a really good position for either of them.
Yeah, a win for Niger here puts them 7th. A win for Guinea Bissau puts them into 9th place above Niger.
Yep, and only 2 off 7th so far. It is a win for Guinea Bissau.
Good result there. Very good result.
Yep, now we've got our 2 favourite flags in this.
Big Green and Big R.
There it is!
Beautiful. That's art, that is. Look at that.
Big Green versus the Big R. In fact, if you looked a little bit closer there, you can actually see Libya's flag in the big R's flag.
You can. I mean,
It's
it
one
brings
of
a
the
tear.
stripes.
It brings a tear to your eye, doesn't it? Really.
Yeah, I mean, just beautiful flag work.
Absolutely.
You know. Speaking of that, actually, is there a green flag in Formula One?
Yeah, I mean, that means go racing. That does.
Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah. Well, and the Libyan flag go. Libyan flag's been released. I'd do that. Obviously, that's not the case now because Libya, being the horrible fools that they are, decided to change their flag.
Well, I mean, I think the old one was more associated with Colonel Gaddafi, wasn't it? And he was a bit of a problematic bloke.
It's not that easy being green, you know.
Yeah, it's not right.
Next up, it's the Battle of the Anias. It's Lithuania versus Mauritania.
Lithuania, of course, runaway leaders at the top. A win here will take them a potential 7 points clear.
2-0 win again.
2-0 win, and I don't know if that qualifies them just yet. I think it might. Yeah, it does. They've actually qualified.
Yep, they've already done it.
Jesus Christ.
So there you go. Comoros have already qualified.
Yep, 17 points clear with only 15 available for the team in 8th place, which means Lithuania and Comoros have qualified.
Yep, Malawi now, and Madagascar. It's a big bottom feeder battle, this.
Yeah, a win here for either team, though, lifts them into potentially 11th with a big win.
It's a draw between the two.
Jesus Christ. I mean, we literally, it's an open net, guys, for either of you. Just take the win.
Yeah, just take the win, for God's sakes. Tanzania now in oh, God, it's another bottom feeder match.
I mean, a win for Tanzania puts them level on points with Central African Republic.
Yes, it does. And they do get the win.
Up to 9th place there. It's very close there, isn't it? From 7th to kind of 11th. Those 5 teams really, really close together.
Is Equatorial Guinea in with a chance?
No. Obviously not.
No. Okay, Namibia Kenya to finish off the fixture 10. A win for Kenya puts them up into 2nd place. A draw keeps them pretty much the same where they are. But a win for Namibia, a big win, puts them up into 2nd, if not 3rd. It's a draw between the two, nothing changes.
No, it doesn't. It does mean that Sierra Leone maintains 2nd place for now.
Yep, for now. Next up, it is Central African Republic, currently in 8th. South Sudan, sitting pretty good in 4th right now.
Yeah, a win for South Sudan puts them 2nd for the time being. A win for Central African Republic only lifts them to 7th, but it does give them a critical 3 points.
It's a win for South Sudan, 2-0.
2nd place for them. Brilliant stuff.
Yeah, brilliant. Equatorial Guinea has got Sierra Leone in 3rd.
Yeah, this could be a bit of a messy one. Oh.
Never mind.
Only the one. Okay.
It's all they needed, I guess.
Yeah, I suppose so.
And Guinea Bissau now getting 3 big points here.
Yeah, lifts them to 7th, this does, Guinea Bissau.
Yeah.
Above. Oh, look at this. Look at the flags, they're so similar.
Yeah.
That's nice. I mean, there's a star on the Guinea Bissau one.
That should be a B, to be honest.
Yeah, it should be. I agree. Or a G, I suppose.
It'd be the big R versus the big... Yeah, Hust's back for some more big R.
He loves the R's, doesn't he?
He loves the R's. He loves the R's.
It doesn't sound great, does it? I didn't think about that.
That's another T-shirt, but it's just the bit. It's just he loves the, and there's just the big R.
Yeah.
There you go, lovely. Right, we've got some brilliant shirt ideas. Merch coming soon. Alongside, we'll put a history of every single time England's been knocked out of the Global Trophy.
On penalties.
No, just any time.
Oh, yeah, so just on penalties. There's every time.
Yeah. Niger now, currently in 11th versus Libya, Big Green, currently in 6th.
Win here for Libya takes them a whopping, well, currently 8 points clear of 8th place.
Yeah, I mean, certainly put some daylight behind. That's a big win, 4-0.
Yeah, move up to 4th place, Libya. Kenya down to 5th, which surprises me a little bit.
Yeah, Madagascar, well, they kind of had a shot. I'm not sure if they do now.
Well, let's see how many Lithuania score.
Whoa!
Oh dear.
Ooh! 17-1.
So currently Lithuania have the first, second and third biggest wins of the year.
Yep, and they are also 11 off, having 100 goals, 13 off a plus 100 goal difference.
But Madagascar scored only the second goal that Lithuania have conceded, so they can take that home with them.
Yes, they could also take home 17 goals in their net.
Yeah, it's not great. It's not great.
Next up, it's Mauritania, who are... Where are you, Mauritania?
8th.
Oh, you're an 8th. Jeez. Okay, versus Malawi, who are... I know you're there. Yeah, you're 13th.
Yeah, win here for Mauritania lifts them back above Guinea Bissau.
It's a draw. Again, it's not enough for Mauritania.
I mean, they go above Guinea Bissau on goal difference, but that's not exactly a comfortable situation to be in.
It might not matter because Tanzania could win theirs and jump the lot of them.
I think they've got to play Namibia, though. It's not an easy game.
Yep. Mozambique, though, they have got a tough game, and Kenya might have an easy game. They've got Mozambique. 2-0 Kenya. They move up back into third.
They do indeed. And as we said, Tanzania take on Namibia for the final match of game week 11.
I'd say Tanzania would be okay with a draw here.
Yep.
Just to get some points extra. They've won it!
And they move to 7th place, pushing down Mauritania and Guinea Bissau.
Yep, can they get more points? Because they're next up in fixture 12.
Against Central African Republic, this is a massive match. A win here for Tanzania puts them a little bit of daylight between themselves and the chasing pack. A win for Central African Republic leapfrogs them into 7th place.
What?
And they've done it!
It is so close from 7th downwards between those four.
Yeah, they're really competing for it, aren't they? I mean, Equatorial Guinea are definitely not competing for it. They take on Kenya. A win for Kenya qualifies them.
Yep, 12-0.
Which they've done, so that's Kenya through. Well done, guys.
Yep, Kenya through to the Global Trophy Finals. Mauritania currently in 9th versus Guinea Bissau in 10th. This is a big crunch match.
Yeah, win for either team lifts them into 7th place. A draw for them, and all four of those teams are tied on 16 points.
You just had to say it, didn't you? Mauritania draw 3 in a row.
And this as well opens the door for Sierra Leone, who have now qualified. So big up to them. They've now gained qualification to the African Qualifiers. South Sudan need just a point.
Yep. Libya now versus Madagascar. Libya currently in 5th place.
A win will qualify them here as well.
A win will get them incredibly close.
Oh yeah, so they'll be 9 ahead, won't they? So,
yep.
Yeah.
They have won 1-0, so a draw puts them through next time round.
It does indeed. Niger take on the runaway leaders Comoros, who just won 17-1. I wonder what the score is going to be this time.
13-0.
There it
There's
is.
the 100 you were after.
102 goals for, 2 against, 100 goals difference after 12 games.
3 to play.
How high can they get?
I don't know. I guess we'll find out. Malawi are going to get 3 points here against the Big O. Look at that.
That's beautiful. Yeah, it's great, isn't it?
Lovely.
Do you know what? Lithuania haven't even played Rwanda yet.
Oh God, no, they haven't.
I mean, to be fair, they probably
went through
scored
all that and haven't even played the dud yet.
I mean, to be fair, they're probably getting handicaps by playing Rwanda because they're only going to score 3.
Like they need the win now.
Well, I know, but it's only the 3 that they're going to get.
Yeah. Sierra Leone now versus Mozambique. Sierra Leone have already qualified. Mozambique are technically still in it, but they do need a big result here.
Yeah, a loss here, they still actually technically are still in as well, but a win here for Mozambique really gives them a shot.
Oh, sorry, I've got to mention. Equatorial Guinea have been eliminated.
Oh, they have? Oh, that's a shame.
Draw is not... I guess they'll take it, but it's not brilliant.
I mean, it's probably a better result than they would have thought.
Yeah, but I don't think at this point, because now they need a lot of things to go well for them. Namibia versus South Sudan.
A win for South Sudan qualifies them. Namibia, a win for them, doesn't quite qualify them, but almost guarantees it.
Yep, gets them pretty close. It's a win for Namibia. Both of those teams 8 ahead of 7th.
With 9 on the table, yeah, it's looking pretty good for them, especially now as we move on to game week 13, that Kenya take on the Central African Republic.
Yep, Kenya currently in second. Central African Republic right in there in the mix. 2-0 for Kenya. That's not looking good for Central African Republic.
It is looking good for Tanzania, though. They've got Equatorial Guinea.
Big
Great
result
opportunity
needed for Tanzania. 2-0 win. It's enough for now. But that goal difference could punch them later.
Yeah, they needed to score more there, really, against Equatorial Guinea, who are just adrift in 15th place.
Yep, Guinea Bissau now have another low team in Madagascar, but Guinea Bissau's goal difference is better than Tanzania's.
It is, but it's worse than Mauritania's.
It still is, but a 2-1 win puts Guinea Bissau now into 7th.
And that's big as well, because look, Mauritania now take on a very good placing Libya, who can actually confirm their qualification now.
Yep. It's a draw again for Mauritania.
Not good enough, is it really? I mean, Libya have qualified, so congratulations to Libya. But not good there.
Yep.
For Mauritania.
4 draws on the trot for the number 2 ranked team. To be fair, where's the number 1 ranked team? Oh, there they are, 14th.
Yeah. Yep. It's not good.
Right, and now it's time for Comoros to get their 3 points here against the Big R, finally, like they need it.
Yeah, they don't exactly need an extra... I mean, it's only 3 goals, isn't it? Only the 3 goals.
Yep, only the 3. Ooh, it's Elchi! He's coming in for some late R.
I mean, who doesn't want some late R?
Yeah, some late video R.
Some late night R.
Late night R. He wants a bit of graveyard shift R.
Exactly.
That's what he wants. Definitely. Good old Elchi. We need Vinnie Jones to get some R.
We do.
Niger, currently in 12th. They are still in with a chance. So are Malawi above them. So, winner is still in with a chance. Loser goes home. A draw. And Malawi are still in with a chance. But it's a very small chance. And Niger go.
Yeah, this is a big match for Niger. They need to win to maintain their status.
It's a draw. It's not enough. Niger go home.
Well,
Malawi
them, but...
still in, but barely.
Yeah, it's more or less over, isn't it, for them? But, you know, stranger things have happened.
Yep. South Sudan, a win here puts them through. They've got Mozambique.
Win here for South Sudan. Well, they didn't get it, did they? Look at that.
They didn't. Mozambique get a draw, which they're still out.
Yeah,
so,
but they're... Yeah.
Yeah, so Madagascar, Mozambique, and Niger are out.
Yeah, absolutely. We move on. Well, this is the final game of game week 13. Sierra Leone, a win puts them, well, remain in 3rd place. A win for Namibia could potentially lift them above Sierra Leone here.
Yep, up into 3rd, possibly. It's a draw between the two. It's not enough for Namibia either, but again, 1 point for either of those two, and they've qualified. I think it's pretty much safe for them.
Yeah, I think as well their goal difference is obviously going to work in their favour. Now look at this match. A huge tussle in that qualification scrap.
Yeah, definitely. Central African Republic versus Mauritania. Win for Mauritania knocks Malawi out.
Yep.
It's a win for Central African Republic. Malawi still in for now. Central African Republic up to 19 as well.
It's so close between those teams, isn't it? Look at that.
Yep. Mauritania, 5 matches without a win now.
Absolutely. Now, this is a big crunch match. This is
a
critical
game.
A critical game, you could say.
Yep. The only 2 teams, if you don't count the Big R, but the Big R's got unlimited points, you just can't see it from there, that have single-digit points so far.
Yep. A win here for Madagascar gives them their 2nd outright win. A win for Equatorial Guinea gives them their 1st win, other than the Dutch
Gives
team.
them their 1st point.
I know,
outright point.
It's crazy.
They've got a point!
They've done it! They've got a point!
They've got a point! Look at that!
Oh,
they got a point!
And look at this as well. The other 2 teams in that battle for 7th, 8th, 9th and 10th are playing each other. Guinea Bissau and Tanzania.
Yep, so that means that Malawi is out.
Officially, yeah, they're done.
Yep, so it's down to those 4 now. Tanzania get the win and move 3 ahead with the final fixture to go. And Mauritania now can't qualify without being the dud.
They can't, and as well as that, it guarantees the qualification of Sudan and Namibia.
Yes, but they could... I missed it with the dud? No, they can't be the dud now. Yeah, so they're through. It's essentially Tanzania, Guinea Bissau, or Central African Republic.
Yep. And they've all got crap goal difference as well, so it really is anyone's game.
Yeah, very similar goal differences as well, so that's going to make it even more interesting. Kenya, Libya, 2 teams, they've already qualified.
Game for
Libya
pride,
still
really.
in the shout for second. Not now, though. Kenya with a 2-0 win.
They guarantee themselves pretty much second place.
Ooh, Sierra Leone, Lithuania now.
Lithuania undefeated, 100% record, 103 goal difference. I mean, it's more now. It's 107 goal difference. They've done it again.
4-0 to Comoros. 109 goal different. 109 goals for now for them.
Mental. Absolutely mental.
South Sudan versus Malawi. Sadly, Malawi are already out. Best they can do is dud, but they need to beat South Sudan here.
Yeah, South Sudan win, so
yep.
they
South
can't
Sudan
anymore.
have definitely qualified now. Malawi are definitely out.
And Mozambique will take on Niger in a match that literally means nothing.
Yep, means nothing now. Niger get the win to move above Malawi at least.
They do, and that's their 3rd outright win other than the dub team.
Yep, and Namibia are going to be also looking pretty good because they're going to get their 3 points over the Big R.
Oh, look at it. There it is. The penultimate time we're going to see the Big R. It's a shame, really. We're going to see it one more time.
Yep, Mr. Penn's back.
Yeah, I don't blame him. I'd come back for that.
Can't say I blame you, mate.
Yep.
Okay, so we're moving into the final fixture with pretty much 2 spots on the line. 3 teams could get those, but one of those spots is way better than the other.
Yeah, 7th place is available, and Central African Republic might have drawn the jackpot. They have Madagascar, of course, already out.
Yep, they do need at least to win by 2 goals at the moment to at least look like they've got a shout at it. It's a draw, they've held them!
Madagascar have done enough. Wow.
They got 10 points now!
What an absolute calamity for the Central African Republic. They are now 8th. They cannot qualify outright for the Global Trophy. They will be at best the dud team.
Oh, such a shame for Mauritania.
Yeah, they can still get the dud.
They can still get the dud. They need 8. They got 4. Well, technically 3 in goal difference. That does move them up into 8th place for the time being.
It does, yeah. Obviously, depend. Oh, look at this, though. Guinea Bissau need a win to lift themselves above Tanzania. They've got Kenya as their final game.
Yeah, they need to beat Kenya. And they also need for Tanzania to lose. Any other result and Guinea Bissau are out. Or a dud. 3-1 Kenya, out go Guinea Bissau. Mauritania will be the dud. Which means that Tanzania have qualified and they got Libya.
Yeah, it's not a great fixture to end off with, is it, for Tanzania?
They lost it.
Libya move up to 3rd, look at that.
Yep, for now. South Sudan, 4th place versus, well,
the runaway winners, really.
the runaway winners in Comoros, Lithuania. 2-0 to finish off. 111 goals for, 2 goals against. 109 goal difference.
Phenomenal result. Absolutely phenomenal.
Sierra Leone now have Malawi. They could move back up into 3rd.
They could, with a win here.
They do. 2-0.
Good result.
Mozambique going to be able to... Oh, God, they're actually going to pass Malawi as well.
Oh, wow.
Have a look at it, folks.
One last time for this year. Rwanda.
One last time.
The Big R.
Thank you, Rwanda. The Big R.
Our beautiful African dud team.
Yep, the Big R. Hopefully they do so much better next time round. They don't have to be the dud.
Yeah, fingers crossed.
Or do you want them to just be eternal dud? So we can keep seeing that Big R.
That's what I mean. I feel cruel saying that, but I would like to see it another 15 times next year. You know?
That's fine. Anyone who's just addicted to the Big R now and just wants more of the Big R, you can just rewatch this video. Sorted.
Yeah, exactly.
So, Namibia, 6th place versus Niger. Niger can't move anywhere. Namibia can. They can move, well, with
Into
a win,
third.
they can move up into 3rd.
Be a good result for Namibia, this would be.
They are up into 3rd.
Brilliant, and that's the end. There we
Yeah,
go.
and that is that.
So,
Bottom.
from Rwanda.
Well, yeah, but they're awesome. It's fine.
Yeah.
The real losers
Oh dear.
in 15th place with a paltry 4 points. Equatorial Guinea.
Yeah, they only scored 6. And
And
3
three
of
of
those were
them
against the
were
dud
Rwanda.
team. Yeah, it's not great, is it? I mean, they got a point other than their win against Rwanda, so better luck next time.
If there is a next time for them, they're pretty low, to be honest, in the FIFA rankings. So
Yeah,
not
you're
too
right.
Sure.
You're right.
Next, 14th place with 10 points. The number 1 ranked team in this preliminary from Africa, Madagascar.
Yeah, it wasn't great, was it? They did get a legitimate win and 4 draws, but yeah, it's not great, is it? But the thing is, the way that they're going, they may end up getting automatic qualification in a few years' time with regards to FIFA rankings. So you never know.
Yep, they certainly could. Next up, 13th place with 13 points, Malawi.
Yeah, Malawi kind of fell off towards the end, didn't they? They were kind of in contention slightly, but in the end, didn't really matter. They're long gone.
Yeah, definitely. Sneaking in 12th place with 13 is Mozambique.
Yeah, I mean, they started slowly and they finished still fairly slowly, but they crept up into the. At least if you scroll up to the top, you can actually see them on the page. That's something.
Yeah, that's a plus.
Yeah.
11th place with 15 is Niger.
Started strongly, Niger, but faded quite quickly and just weren't of the quality of the teams around them, were they?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, they had a really good start, but yeah, as you mentioned, just faded away quite quickly at the end there. Next up, 10th place with 19, Guinea Bissau.
It was a close scrap, wasn't it, between those 4 teams from 7th to 10th, but in the end, Guinea Bissau drawing the short straw and ending up out of it and way out of it in the end. Yeah, it's a shame.
Yeah, drawing the even shorter straw in 9th place with 20 points. 11 goals separated it. It's Central African Republic.
I wonder how much they're going to look back on that last game against Madagascar, or was it Mozambique? I want to say it was Mozambique, actually, with a little bit of regret, because a win there, and they would have been, well, at least 8th place. No, they wouldn't. With a win, they would have been above Tanzania on goals for.
They'd
so
have qualified.
They'd have qualified outright.
Yeah, if they'd won, they would have qualified.
Yeah, it's a shame, isn't it?
Dropped ball there from Central African Republic. Qualifying, but they will be our dud team with 20 points in 8th place, 5 wins, 5 draws, 5 losses. Mauritania.
Not bad effort, I don't think, from Mauritania, but a shame that they won't be able to compete. Yeah, too many draws.
Yep, did really well at the start, but that 5-match winless run really hurt them.
Yeah, they were up there in like 3rd or 4th place at one point, weren't they?
Yeah, but they slipped, and it allowed Tanzania to finish in 7th on 22 points.
They started very slowly, didn't they, Tanzania? And they really ramped it up towards the end.
Yep, and they just sort of came back, and in the end, it was just luck of the draw pretty much with those final fixtures, and Tanzania have been able to scalp the win here.
Yep, and they will be able to qualify. Well, potentially qualify for the Global Trophy Finals, so you never know.
Definitely. Big jump in quality now. 6th place with 28, South Sudan.
Yeah, great result for South Sudan, and I think they'll be very happy with 28 points, although it could have been more, had results gone a bit differently, they could have ended up in as high as 3rd, but no, good effort.
4th place with 31, Sierra Leone.
We missed out Libya. We didn't do Libya.
Sorry. 5th place, 29, Big Green.
we've done that. Moving on.
4th place is Sierra Leone with 31.
Yeah. Good effort from both Libya and Sierra Leone. Again, Libya, with other results, could have been higher, but they only conceded 9. That's quite reassuring that they're quite, stingy at the back. Sierra Leone scoring more goals, not many more goals. Well, actually, they scored less goals than Libya, but conceded more. But they obviously scored them in the right places.
Yep, in essentially converting some of those losses to draws.
Yep.
Next up, 3rd place with 31, it's Namibia.
Yeah, scored 1 more goal than Sierra Leone, and that's why they're in 3rd, level on points. Namibia, actually, I'm very surprised they finished as high as 3rd in the preliminary league here.
They didn't seem like throughout most of the league to be one of the sort of front 3, but they were always there close behind, and really good run of performances at the end solidified them a very good position, I'd say, for them.
Yeah, respectable 3rd place.
Yeah. Runaway 2nd placers with 37 is Kenya.
Any other year, I think Kenya win this league. Obviously, we'll get to why not in a minute. But yeah, 6 goals conceded, 44 scored, 12 wins, 1 draw, 2 losses. 1, of course, to our winners. The other one to Libya, I think it was. So good credit to Libya there. But yeah, Kenya, I think they'll be happy with 2nd place.
And 1st place with 45 points. The first time in Global Trophy history that a substitute team has won a preliminary league. It is Lithuania representing Comoros.
And it wasn't just the perfect 45 points that's the big story here. It's the 111 goals for, 2 against, to give us a goal difference of 109, which I've just actually worked out is an average of just over 7 goals per game. An average of 7 goals per game. They had 2 results where they won 17-0 and 17-1. Unbelievable performance by Lithuania.
Coming from a team that didn't even get into the preliminaries for Europe.
It's going to be fascinating to see how they deal with the African qualifiers. I've got a sneaking suspicion that they might get into the global trophy.
Well,
they might
they'll
win
be
the
the
whole
first
thing.
to do so, if they do.
Yeah, they may win the African section. I think they're that good.
Okay, well, I guess we'll find out in a month's time. But next week, everybody, it will be the final preliminary league. But sadly, it won't be as good as this one because there will be no Big R.
No, you're right. It's not the same, is it?
Not the same. Instead, we're going to have Aruba.
Wow.
How can you can't make
Rubik's
jokes
Cube.
about Aruba's name.
The Rubik's Cube team. I guess. I don't know.
We'll think of something good and then we'll come back to you. We'll see you next week for the Americas Preliminary League.